Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can see me all right, if you can hear me. I'm not using this webinar platform for too long, so I'm not always sure how this is working. You should be seeing me, and you should also be seeing the first slide of my presentation, so let me know if that is what you see. Awesome. Lynn can hear me. That's already perfect. Can you also see me? And see me. Yay. We're good. We're in a great start here. Awesome. Can you see the slide as well on the, well, it's on my left side of the screen. Oh, look at that. All the tech sorted out. Awesome, ladies. So before I start, if you would like to share where you are in your business, or if you are wanting to create a business, are you a newbie, or how long have you been in your business? Maybe even what is your business about, so I can give more relevant case studies or ideas. Also, one of you, if you stay until the end, will win a little psychic mini session of the one top thing that is in your way of co-creating whatever it is you wish to co-create in your business, whether it's financial freedom or an actual amount that you want to bring into your business. Melinda started in March. Wow, that's a few months. Oh, it's exciting. Travel and tourism, not any money yet, and hasn't also dedicated any time due to traveling. Well, that's handy, isn't it? A travel company while you're traveling. But that can work totally. I will tell you later my case studies that I travel all the time and I still make money. Carly is also a newbie with tarot readings and healings. Has a page up since 1 month. Yay! At one paid client. Ooh, celebrations. And Lynn has a website. Okay, chakra scans, hobby level. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing so I can give more relevant examples. So I see you can use the chat box just perfectly. So always go ahead, ask your questions during the webinar if you have any questions. As I said, one of you, anyone who's live here, who's joining live, can win a free little mini session where I dive into your energy and see what's coming up for you. Like the number one potential thing you could up level in your energy so that your business, up levels too. Anyway, let me just switch off my laptop over here. Good. So as I start, I would like to disappear for a little bit, but you already saw me, so hey. I will just switch on my slides now if I manage to. Oh, now it's gone. There we go. Okay, so you should see now a big screen with my slide and me maybe like a little square in the bottom somewhere. I hope this is what you see. If there's any technical difficulties, just let me know in the chat box at any time during the presentation. So we are here to talk about business, how to up-level it, how to accelerate it, and I have 11 tips that I wish to go through with you today. So let's start. Yeah, so today I will talk just a little bit about myself for those who don't know me yet, and then I dive right into the tips. Then I will just give a little special offer to work with me, and at the end there will be the free psychic guidance live here on the webinar for one of you. All right, so here this is me, and as we were talking about the travel company, this is me in Mauritius. I think it was 2 years ago, more or less. And I was working there too. So I was completely location independent, still am. I can go wherever I want. I was in Thailand for many months. I was in Bali this year for 4 months. Basically, I only had summer months this year because, at the beginning of the year, when it was winter here in Europe, I was in Bali. Then I came back. We had the heat wave here in Europe. So you can totally be location independent. You can be traveling and you can still bring in money. So let's see. I love this quote. There is no force more beautiful than a woman ready to rise. So that's the whole energy I want to get into today. If you're ready to rise, there's nothing that can prevent you from doing just that, right? It's this mindset, it's your energy. And it's your energy that propels your business forward too, as an extension. So, for me, my name is Lais. I am half German, half Brazilian. I know you can't see much my Brazilian side. I'm from South Brazil, so we have all sorts of different Brazilians. I grew up in Germany though, and I traveled all around the world. I lived in many countries, including crazy ones like Azerbaijan. I had no idea even where Azerbaijan was before I moved there. I lived in Thailand, I lived in Italy, England, Germany, even the US as a baby, Brazil, all sorts of countries. So I'm definitely a world traveler. And I started my career in corporate. I studied business. So, I just went ahead and thought I'll get a stable job. That's how I got to Switzerland, Geneva, working for corporate, big, big, big company. And I think the only one who loved it was my Swiss bank account. I didn't. I really didn't like the open space office, all the tension in the office. I just wasn't made for it, basically. So I quit. Had sort of, lots of bad experiences then in corporate, and I was completely burnt out also emotionally. My relationship wasn't going anywhere, and I was 30 years old, and I felt I was so old. So it's 10 years later now, I'm almost turning 40. And it's laughable now that I thought I was so old at 30. But I felt like I had no life purpose. I felt awful. I felt, nothing was working out. So I went to Thailand, and that's where my transformation occurred, where I was cocooning for a year. I became a psychic healer over there and a women's empowerment coach. So I spent a whole year spending all my savings from my beautiful Swiss bank account. So then I was happy I had one, of course, on all these amazing courses, meditation, psychic development, you name it, I did it, right? And I was practicing a year long on all these beautiful things. And that's when it occurred to me, oh, that's my life purpose. I want to do this. I want to start my business when I get back to Switzerland, and I want to be amazing at it. And it was a bit scary because I had no savings left by the time I got back. So I had nothing to pour into my business. I couldn't hire a coach. I couldn't get anyone to do my website. I had zero money for that. So I just started from scratch. And I think that's the beauty of the presentation today, is to animate anyone watching this, whether live now or as a replay. You don't have to have all these fancy things in place at all. I didn't for many, many years. My business was working. I was traveling, I was making enough money without all the fancy stuff that everybody wants to tell us it's so important. The most important thing is being in alignment and energy. That's all that is really important. Anyway, since then, I created a 21-step system to co-create with the universe, meaning there's 21 things I always look at when I work with clients, and I get scores for each of these criteria, let's call it that. I know exactly how my clients score on each of those criteria. Where it's low scores, I will dive into it and get more information and will help them to release it. That's what I call removing abundance blocks that are in the way of my clients manifesting or creating, co-creating the life or business they desire, right? So I am a master manifestor. My life path is the number 22. It's an amazing number. So I have this manifesting energy just within me. And in human design, if you have heard of it, it's like this new buzz thing that everybody's trying out. I'm also a manifesting generator in there. Meaning, I don't only manifest amazing things for myself, but when I work with clients, they have access to my energy, and so they manifest quicker as well. That's how it works. Anyway, enough about me. Let me just continue with my slides. We dive right into tip one. So important. And that's what I did in Thailand for 1 year. I was healing my past, right? If you're an old soul, or if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, uh, or even if you're just an old soul, there's so much to look at from our past that we need to release. And it's like a continuous journey. Every time we up level, every time we start something new, there's something to be released. Because if you see healing as an onion, we start with the outer layers, and we go deeper, 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 and so on. It's like really, really a long journey. And I don't know anyone who's ever done with this, because every time we work on ourselves and we up level, there's something to look at. So I always look at different criteria here when I work with clients. One is what I call repressed emotions, and I can find out how many there are, where they are stuck in the body, from what age, and even if it's your own or someone else's, because if you are a highly sensitive person or an empath, you take on other people's emotions all the time, think it's your own, so you keep feeling anger or, I don't know, frustration. It's not even your own sometimes. That's my big realization when I was living in Thailand, how much of a sponge I had been to other people's crap that I no longer wanted to carry with me. So I released all that stuff. So, trapped emotions or repressed emotions. The second big thing is limiting beliefs or fears. The more we have of them, can also be other people's we take on, like our parents, especially our parents' mindset as well. As we grew up, how did they think about business? How did they think about bringing in money? Did they have a stable income? How did they think about spending money, or were they hoarding money? So think about your parents' story around money and investing in oneself or investing in a business, or what was going on. Because there's a whole lot of stuff that we can release that doesn't serve us on that level, including fears as well. And then there is what I call a heart shield that is very important also in business. You would think it's only in your love life. If you have a heart shield, it's difficult to attract love or to go deeper in our relationships. But nowadays in business, you want to be a conscious leader. You want to speak and write from your heart. You want to really, find your ideal clients, and they should come based on you being authentic, you being vulnerable, you really diving deep into your soul, right? And so it's so important to have this heart cleared from any walls, and I can find out how many walls there are, from what ages, etc. Then we have what I call energetic cords, or you might have heard of etheric cords. That's when you're still linked to another person energetically, be it an ex-boyfriend or current partner or any person around you. And that to me always shows a sort of dysfunctional relationship. It can, be a relationship where you feel very needy, or where the other person feels very needy, where one is the victim, the other one is the perpetrator. There's all sorts of different scenarios here when this cord is in place. Just to say it's not good, it's not healthy to have it, and it definitely lowers your vibration, your energy signature, because you're vibrating at the level of the other person. So very important to cut. And sometimes they grow back if we don't learn that pattern. So we keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting. Very important stuff to clear. Then we have also the parent, let's say, womb memories. Let's call them womb memories or negative birth memories. It starts already when you were in your mother's womb. And if your mom went through a tough time, you felt all her emotions. Some people I work with got already traumatized in the womb, and they've been carrying this, their mother's vibration, their mother's despair, or their mother's depression, or whatever she was feeling during pregnancy. It's still somewhere in your energetic body. Because imagine you were 9 months inside of your mother's womb. That's so much time to take on all the heavy things she might have been carrying. So it's an amazing thing to clear, as well for our businesses, because it just lowers our overall vibration and therefore also the energy of our business. And then one of my favorite topics, it's past lives and karma. So as I was living in Bangkok, I started having all these visions from my own past lives and other people's past lives. And then I learned how to teach women how to see their own past lives. And with that came such a wealth of information. If you have any past lives where you harmed someone financially, or you betrayed someone financially, you stole money, or you were in the slave business, for example. Or I had a case with a woman. She was a man in a past life. She was the owner of a brothel, and she was not paying the prostitutes well, or at all, actually. So she brought forward a lot of karma because of this, which needed to be cleared and understood and released so she could make money in her business. Or someone else had an orphanage in Africa, was embezzling money, and all her life she was donating money, and she never found she could stop. So once she knew this past life, she understood why, because she felt she had to, her soul was redeeming what she did wrong in the past life. So any of these kind of past lives, and we all did stupid stuff in past lives, right? It happens, but it needs to be cleared. So we are completely free to create without any karma or without any vows of poverty. I just talked to a client today who made a vow of poverty as a monk, and of course that interferes. Those vows stay intact. It's on a soul level that we make them. So there are so many vows that we can delete off our energy that interfere with our business. And there's ancestral stuff. You have 4 lines, right? Your mother's side, your father's side, 2 on each side. And there's so much stuff that comes up. We continue to repeat patterns from our ancestors, even if it's like 5 or 7 generations ago. If your ancestors had any trauma, you will still be carrying it on a deep vibration level within your energy field. And it doesn't just have to be business or money related. It could have been any trauma. It could have been war, poverty trauma. It could have been anything. They could have been heartbroken, or they could have had a chronic disease, or a child died in an accident. All that trauma energy is passed down the line. So when I work with women, we clear their ancestral lines, but also all future generations who are then free to come into this world without carrying all these burdens. Huge, 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 huge stuff you can clear from your ancestral lines. So that's in a nutshell what we can look at from the past. There's still more, of course, but those are the main ones where you make really a big difference in your own life, but definitely in your business. Okay, let's continue. So, tip 2, it's about upgrading our energetic system right now. So, some of you said you were healers as well, had your little healing business. So, you all know about the chakra system, huh? You see it on the left side, you see all the main chakras, the 7 ones, and then recently in the last years, as we were moving towards ascension and 5D, there were more chakras to tap into. And nowadays, though, there is this whole movement now moving towards merging all the chakras. So it's based in your heart space. You see it here where it says core star. All chakras can be merged into one, and then you will be absolutely heart based, which is the highest frequency of all, right? And if you know about chakra balancing, it just takes out this need to balance each individual chakra every single day, because everything can be balanced at once. And it's all in this center here. So absolutely amazing. It's a complete upgrade to your energetic system. It will be a much lighter system. It takes a while though to be implemented. It can take a few months, can even take up to a year, but it starts with an intention. Okay, so there's many people out there selling this kind of chakra merging, or some of them call it chakra removal. But it can start just with an intention that you set, and that's all. It starts with an intention. So this is absolutely amazing if you want to upgrade yourself, because then you can also upgrade the energetic system of your business. So our business, of course, is an extension of us, but there's so much more energy in the business too. There's the energy of the clients that you're holding in the business. There's the energy, the business just takes an energy of its own at some point. And every chakra in your business has different meanings. Okay, so the root chakra, for example, is all about your financial security, the money you bring in, the mission, right? All that stuff. The sacral chakra is about passion, it's about relationships with clients, with other people, investors, etc. It's about creativity as well. The solar plexus is self-confidence, willpower, how you use your power with your business. Some people obviously abuse their power. We don't want to go there. We have the heart chakra, so important, communication via your heart, speaking from your heart's wisdom. We have the throat chakra, how to communicate with the world, with your ideal clients. We have the third eye chakra, which is all about your vision. How is your vision for your business, how it's going to look like in 1 month, in 1 year, in 3 years. and your psychic faculty as well. And the crown chakra, of course, all the spirituality, oneness, and the the clarity of thought, of course, as well, the faith in your professional path, and that's also where we start co-creating with the universe. And all of this can also be upgraded. If you upgrade your own chakra system, all of this also gets upgraded. You can set the intention for your business also to upgrade its energy, and it will do just that, if you are ready, of course. Tip 4, upgrade your money mindset. Now, I'm sure you heard that a lot already. It's so much out there. Your mindset about money will create your own financial reality. So the way you think about money, the relationship you have with money, there's so many exercises you can do to improve that, like write money a letter, for example, see what comes up, or affirmations around abundance, reading books on money mindset. Like I just finished reading one, I don't know if you can see it, it's by Tosha Silver, called It's Not Your Money. That's a beautiful book with lots of exercises and little prayers to increase our abundance. And there's many books out there if you Google. And if you do every day, even if it's just 5 minutes to upgrade your money mindset, it's gonna have an amazing effect on your abundance. Tip 5, one of my favorite ones, meet and communicate with your business spirit guides. So I just finished a course. It was a 5-day program online with 15 women who all met and communicated with their business spirit guides, and they just got so much amazing information for their businesses. One of them met her business spirit guide. He told her about writing a book and how to combine. She was in the field of burnout and helping women how to overcome burnout and to combine this with spirituality. And so she thought about it, and then the next morning she received an email from some publisher she had never heard of who was very interested in this topic and if she could write a little ebook on this. So right now she's writing her book, and once she's done, she's going to become the expert in her field and hopefully be very successful then with it, selling the book, but also her healing programs. So it's absolutely amazing what kind of information we get from our business spirit guides. I meditate every single morning. It's my ritual that I connect to my business spirit guides. They give me exercises. They tell me what I should focus on in my business. It's such a beautiful moment as well to start your day, right? Just meet those lovely little spirit guides, and they up level as well. As you up level with your business, I had to say goodbye to some old ones. Now, since a few months, I have a few new ones who are kicking my ass. They keep me going. So yeah, all this webinar stuff that I'm doing here, it's all part of their ideas. you know. So think about it. If you want to connect with them, I'm sure they're very excited. So just go ahead and meditate, invite them in, and ask questions every single day. Okay, tip 6, you can up level your marketing. I call it energetic marketing, right? So of course, you can do all the physical stuff. You can be on social media and post a lot as well. But energetic marketing is even more than that. It's this faith that people are finding you, and there's visualizations you can do for that. You can visualize them stepping into your field, like your ideal client. What does she look like? What kind of energy does she have? And you visualize her stepping into your energy field. You're like inviting in your clients or your customers, and you signal the universe, I'm ready for business, I want to serve, I want to help these people with something. So you just open yourself up to receive them, you see. For me, many times I appear in people's dreams at night. They dream about me, and then they know, maybe I should work with her, and then they do. They come and sign up. Or I visualize, for example, I want 15 women in my group program, and I open up that space for 15 women in that program, and I visualize, random women coming in. You don't have to know the particular names of the people or the faces, doesn't matter. It's just the energy. And in this last program I was talking about with the 15 women, it was exactly 15 women who showed up. This is energetic marketing. It starts with an intention, okay? And you bring in the people and you trust that the universe brings the right people. And this is true for any business, whether you want to sell products to so and so many people, if you have a travel business, how many clients do you want to serve, how many clients will email you per day, with questions or whatever you wish to sell there. It starts with an energetic intention, and then you let also universe step into its part. It's all about the co-creation here. You see, we're always, if we up level and we work on this energetic level, which is the best level we can really operate in such a conscious business, it's all about co-creation, all about working with the universe, making space for the universe to come in and help you, serve you. Energetic marketing also works with physical locations. So I was working with a client who works in Switzerland, and she has a physical office where she does the massages, the coaching, etc. And she's close to all the UN offices, United Nations offices. So I told her to visualize energetic lines going from her office to all these different United Nations offices so that people intuitively feel this energy and they just want to go to that building where she's at. You see, so it works with physical locations too. So there's so much you can do with visualization and intention. Just think about it. Yeah, and that will make an amazing difference in your business. Then for those of you who already have any systems in place, and systems can be anything. It can be a newsletter, it can be, the sign up, opt-in that many people have, this box that pops up when you go to people's websites. To get email addresses so you can send newsletters. It can be scheduling software where people themselves schedule themselves in depending on your availability. There's so many different things you could do in your business that make a hell of a difference. So for me, I think the most amazing thing was actually having the scheduling software, because when I work with women globally, all sorts of different time zones. Like, I don't have the patience to calculate what is their time zone, what is my time zone, when are we actually meeting, and then everything goes wrong. So let the scheduling software do that for you, and you put in the availability in your calendar, and they can schedule themselves in. And you can even have a questionnaire so you can like pre-qualify these clients if you're service-based business like me, to make sure that you get the right clients in front of you. So it's all sorts of stuff you can do to automate your business, and you don't even have to start with all of them, right? Just pick one that you think will make a difference in your life and in your business to also save time. Can be newsletter, can be the scheduling software, can be creating a pop-up window for your website, right? Any of those. Then we have tip 8. So this is me. It's one of the islands of Bali. It's a beautiful island. Upgrade your visibility. So by that, I don't mean you have to post all the time pictures of yourself on social media, but it helps to be, if people can relate to you because they see some pictures of you, they know what you're up to. Especially one of you was in the travel business here. If you show pictures of yourself traveling, you inspire others to maybe book with you because they see you as the expert in your field, right? They know you know how to travel, so who else should they buy travel packages from, or traveling tips, or if you're writing blogs, they would love to read your blog then. So just be visible, relatable, authentic, above all authentic, right? Don't just put all your offers out there. It's not just business. People want a good story. So especially women have this ability and the talent to sell beautiful stories. You can share case studies or other nice stories and get people engaged that way. And visibility, again, it's something that starts on an energetic level. Okay, so I've worked with many women who were completely blocked. They were scared of showing up online or even offline, doing presentations or having big group workshops. So it's something one needs to overcome first on an energetic level. Whether online or offline doesn't matter, because we have to step up People need to know we exist, right? If they don't know we exist because we are not doing any visibility stuff, how will they know about your amazing offers? So we have to get over this. We have to become visible and be proud of what we are offering and sell from our heart. If we sell from our heart, it never comes across as sleazy or salesy or anything like that. But we are sharing really something important, something beautiful, and that's the energy you need to incorporate with your business. And it's definitely, if you're introverted like me or an empath, it is something difficult to overcome. But look at me, I'm doing webinars now. That's not something I thought I would be doing. So, uplevel the energy in your office. Tip 9. I am a expert in space clearings, be it homes or offices. Again, something I learned in Thailand, including removing spirits. And that happens more often than you think, that there are spirits in people's homes. So this is energetic clearing. If you are a healer, you can use the same healing for your space. Or those of you who are healers, you can do that. You can clear your office space because that's so important. If you're working in an office, you want the energy around you to vibrate at level of genius and inspiration. You don't want it to vibrate at a level of frustration and anger and all of that, right? You don't even know who was in your office before you rented it, right? If you work from home, you don't know maybe who rented this home before you, what kind of energy they left behind. There's so much I find when I clear people's homes or offices. I just wish people could see energetic clutter just as much as physical, because I think everybody would freak out if they walked in their homes and their offices and they just saw energetic clutter. Oh my God. So, very important, energy clearing. Physical declutter as well. I'm sure you all heard of Marie Kondo. She's everywhere, right? She had her book out and she has this Netflix show now. She teaches everybody how to declutter professionally, because getting rid of the old makes space for new. So that's very true. Also in your business. If you have a office full of old paper files from your clients or old stuff that you don't need anymore, just give it away, throw it away, donate it away. Books that you don't read anymore, that just takes up precious energy in your business. The same goes for your mobile phone and your desktop. I regularly go through my mobile. I clear away old numbers from clients who I finished working with. I clear my desktop from old stuff that I just don't need anymore. And if we keep that going, you can even put a reminder in your phone every week at the same time to dedicate 10 minutes, right, to keep decluttering. That has a massive effect on your business as well. All of these things. Tip 10, victim mentality. It's such a low vibration if we keep blaming everybody, if we blame the economy, if we blame our partners for not supporting us, or our parents, or our kids. I have a coach right now who's amazing. She's a single mom of 4 kids, and the twins, they are just 4 years old, and she's working her business. She's a 6-figure business, being a coach. She has her shit together. She doesn't blame anyone. She knows she's responsible for her own success, and that's what the universe wants. When you get into this co-creation mode, you cannot get into it if there's like one little ounce of victim mentality within you, because the universe wants you to see your power, and we are all incredibly powerful creators of our own realities. So, in order to get into co-creation, this higher dimensional energy, no victim mentality allowed. So investigate, where are you showing up as a victim if you are. Think about your friendships, think about your partner, think about the economy. What do you always say when you're not making money? What do you always say when you don't bring any money in or not enough? What is your first thought, right? And see how you can switch it around to bring in the opposite thought of that, so that you are empowered, an empowered, beautiful woman. That's what we want. And 11, take inspired action. Yeah, so we as women, especially when we're spiritual women. We love to have the dream boards or vision boards. We love to dream and visualize and, all that stuff, all the fluffy stuff that is important. It's definitely important. But we also have to then take that male energy. So the visualizing and all of that is female energy. We need to take inspired action, which is male energy. We need to take inspired action in our businesses every day or every few days. We have to do something. We cannot just sit back and tell the universe, yeah, where's my clients? Where is everybody? And we don't show up for our own part. That's not co-creation, right? Then the universe is like, you are lazy. I don't want to work with you. Why am I supposed to do the whole work while you just sit back and do your vision board? So you have to take inspired action. You have to do something in your business. You have to bring it forward. You need this female and the male energy at equal measures. There's no other way around it. Yeah, you have to show up. And that's one of the questions I always ask my spirit guides in the morning. What inspired action should I take today? Right? That's something you can always ask them. And get into this action energy. And even if it's out of your comfort zone, which for me it always is, it's always out of my comfort zone. Sometimes I was even deliberating if I should cancel this webinar today. I was like, no, I don't want to go. But I committed to it. I committed to taking inspired action, and here I am. So, and I'm doing this nearly a decade now, right? Imagine that. So I'm just sharing this so if you're a newbie here, you're just starting out, everybody feels this way. At least I do. It's not easy, okay? Getting out of your comfort zone, but that's where the magic is. I mean, the magic in my business is I just love it. I can go to wherever I want for how long I want. I can rent beautiful villas in Bali. I can stay there 1 month or whatever. My boyfriend comes, visits me there. I can work from wherever. And that's just so beautiful. That's so magical. It's something I always visualized, that I always wanted, and that I took action on. Yeah, I wasn't just sitting back waiting for people to find me. I was consistently showing up, doing my part of the work. And you can do the same. Everybody can do the same. I'm the worst introvert you can imagine. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody. Right, that's already the 11 steps. Let me see the comments here. The spirit guides, yes, most people love the spirit guides. Listening and executing, that's tough sometimes, exactly. As I told you. But keep doing it, keep showing up and doing the work. I have a journal that's just for business, and I journal in it every morning with the messages that the guides gave me. And yeah, it's awesome. So, having said all that, if anybody wants to step more into their business and work on all the stuff I just mentioned, all the energetic container of up leveling your energy, your energetic system, helping you to up level your business energy, healing the past, all the past stuff that might come up that is in the way of you co-creating your ideal business, and all sorts of different things like space clearing, energetic clearing, all of the stuff we discussed, plus 10 more things that I haven't mentioned yet because I had a 21 process, remember, but we only discussed 11. All of this I take my clients through in my 6-month program, and it's my VIP business. I also have career, so career women coming to work with me, but today it's all about business. But it's weekly meetings with me where I help you manifest your dream business, so you have access to my manifesting energy. And remember, at the beginning I told you there's a lot of it. And it's all of the amazing stuff I talked about and even more. You're going to meet your spirit guides, you're going to get going, and I'm going to be holding your hands, also kicking your asses to make sure you show up in your business. If you're interested, I'm taking applications now, and I offer 45 minutes of a free call. So you can just contact me. We schedule a 45-minute call and see if that's something that you're interested in. And voila. If you're not interested in a big program right now, I also offer, this 21-step work that I do. I offer a psychic guidance. I can give you the whole report that we meet online on video, I can take you through your scores for each of these 21 areas. You know exactly where your blockages are within you and your business. Everything that we discussed, right? Plus 10 more that I haven't discussed. So you know exactly what's in your way. And that I provide for $197. So you can also contact me for just this 1 hour meeting. Anyway, enough about that. If you want to connect with me, I don't know where you found me, but I am on Facebook. Abundant Chicks by Lai Stefan is my Facebook page. There's my group, Abundant Chicks, where I do lots of free stuff too, and weekly forecasts for the week ahead, and it's a lot of fun to be in there. I have my website, abundantchicks.com, and my email, so you can reach out to me with questions. It's lais@abundantchicks.com. So, which brings me to the fun part now, which is I want to ask my pendulum now, because I love my pendulum, who I should give some guidance. One top thing that is in your way of co-creating your amazing business. But let me just get out of my slide here for a bit. How does this work now? There, I'm back. So I will ask my pendulum. Or I just assume that everybody wants a tip. But if you could specify this in the chat box, that would be best, because I'm not going against anybody's free will here. So let me know, girls, who wants me to check your energy for the number one thing that you can do to overcome some struggles with your business. Okay, Melinda would be up for it. Carly as well. I will ask my pendulum. And Lynn as well. Okay, let's see. So whoever I pick, know that the universe is clever, of course, right? They will pick the person where everybody can still listen in and learn something about their business, or you know what they are doing too. So even if I'm picking someone and it's not you, know that it might be highly relevant for you as well. So I urge you to stay and listen in. Let's see who it is. Okay, it's Melinda. Melinda, okay. And Sarah is here. Yes, Sarah, you will have to watch the replay, because I'm just giving a psychic reading at the very end now, but all the beginning stuff was amazing too, and you will, or you should get the replay link to watch the tips. And I will just zone into Melinda's energy of her or her business. So Melinda, I'll just close my eyes to access your energy. Okay, so for sure they're showing me your energetic system. So you know how we talked about the chakras merging into one, into your heart space. It looks like you could be ready soon. Maybe you already set the intention during this webinar, I don't know, but like your chakras are all like, yay, I'm ready to go. So that will have a massive impact on you and on your business. But let me check if that's all. Okay, there seems to be a cord. Remember how we talked about energetic cords linking you to someone or something? So there is one. I'm just trying to find out what this is about. It's a person. It's a male. And it's romantic. So it can either be an ex-boyfriend that either one of you hasn't let go of energetically yet, or that was even a karmic relationship. So the karma aspect is still unfinished between you two. Or it can be a current romantic partner with whom you have this cord. So you will have to cut it. You will have to find out who it is. Maybe you have an idea. Sometimes when I say to women I work with, hey, there's a cord, they know immediately. Oof, they know the name. It just makes sense to them. Let me know if you have a name already popping up, and you don't have to tell us the name, of course, it's private. You're not sure. Okay, let's see. Do you have a partner now, Melinda, or? Yes. Okay, so pendulum is confirming for the current one. Long distance? Yes, let me just check which chakra it is. At the throat chakra level. There's a cord there. So it could be anything that, you don't get enough communication being on distance, or, frustrations of not communicating enough, or something around communication. Not feeling heard or understood is also part of communication. So whatever comes to your mind in terms of communication, even authenticity, right? Do you feel you can communicate your feelings with him? Do you feel understood? Do you feel he can hold space, or vice versa? Does he feel that about you? Is there a certain neediness or frustrations in place that just makes it, a bit heavy on both of your throat chakras? But yeah, it makes perfect sense if you say it's on distance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is something you need to up-level within yourself first. When I work with clients, of course, you can cut cords, but then you have to go back to your own throat chakra and go back and think, why was it so bad? Why did I attract this in someone else? Because they are just mirrors of what we have unresolved within us, right? So this is important for everybody here. This is why I'm excited. If we grew up feeling not listened to by a parent, our father, for example, or we felt misunderstood, or they didn't spend enough time with us, or we felt what we said didn't matter to them, anything like this, right? Growing up, we can project this onto our potential partners then in the future. So it's a whole lot of stuff I like to clear with my clients, then going back to their childhood, adolescence, clearing this from the story that we are holding on to. Because otherwise, yeah, this guy goes, the next one comes, and we still have the same problem. So, okay, for you, it's two things. It's upgrading your energetic system, your chakras, and cutting cord. Keep cutting it, cutting it, cutting it. And that will help with your business. Because as I said, if you're connected with someone etherically via an energy cord, you bring his energy into your business. You don't want that. You want your business to be all about you and your energy, right? So, yeah, you're very welcome. Very welcome. So, if anybody has questions now, I can open up here for questions as well. Any general questions about any of the tips or anything else? Maybe you have any other questions? Let me know. I'll just have a sip of water. Melinda's asking, how do you make time for your business when traveling? Yeah, that's a great question. So I will have pure traveling days where I remember the scheduling software I told you about. So I will block off my calendar. Clients cannot book themselves in. And I have days dedicated where I work with clients. So days where I only see clients, or days where I work on my business. So the calendar is blocked off when I'm traveling. And those days I'm either not even working on my business or not with clients. Or if I'm traveling and I want to do something on my business, like updating my website, I can still do so, but I know clients are not scheduling themselves in. And also, yeah, if I'm traveling 1 week and I don't even want to do anything in business, clients will schedule themselves in for the week after that, right? So I don't lose them, but they are still coming. This is why automation is so important when you're traveling or a digital nomad, because you can just take time off business knowing that people are still coming in, they're scheduling themselves in for your discovery call or for a clarity session, whatever you call it these days, or just an appointment. They go right ahead, book themselves in for a one-on-one. So yeah, automation is crucial, I think, when you're traveling, because that just takes so much of the work. You don't have to be engaged with people answering emails because they just, go ahead, schedule themselves in. Very important. Is it possible to book a session with you just to look at where blocks might be? Yes, exactly. That's what I said. So I offer one-off sessions where we go through the 21 criteria that I work with. So you can co-create with the universe, and I'll check all your scores in 21 different criteria. Exactly. It's like a blueprint you get where we meet online via video, and I go through the whole list. And then I can send it via email as well, so you have it. And you can go one by one and heal it within yourself, right? You can use your own tools. And yeah, it's an amazing report to have, all the things that are there. And we would then, of course, look at your goals. So if you tell me my goal is I want to bring in, I don't know, 3,000 a month, or 5,000 or 10,000, different things come up depending on your goal. So definitely. Just send me an email and I can hook you up on my scheduling software. Sarah says, my family puts a lot of pressure on me around the work I do, which has a big effect. Oh, yeah, so that happens a lot, that family gets, all involved in what we want to do. When I started, well, I was in corporate, right? So I was earning lots of money. It was what my parents had in mind for me. So when I said, oh, I want to become a little hippie, go travel the world and be a healer, they were saying, yeah, but how are you going to make any money? So it was not that they were in my way so much, but not believing in me that I could bring in the money as a healer. Because obviously everybody has the struggling healer in their minds when they think about healers. And I think, Sarah, you do yoga, right? So it's maybe a bit the same thing there. They think, oh, it's a hippie thing and it's just a phase, and how is she going to bring in the money? You just go and do your thing and prove them wrong. That's what you do. You rise up. That's what I was talking about in the presentation earlier. There's nothing that can prevent you from rising up. Nobody. So you need to learn how to shield your energy, not to listen to them at all, and do your thing. Believe in yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Nobody. And just go for it. Have fun, right? Like when I moved to Thailand, I was 30 years old. And I quit corporate and I just went for all the courses. I did yoga as well and Reiki. And I just kept practicing it and loving it. And then I brought it back to Europe and I just opened my business and went for it. My business worked from the first month. I was so dedicated to co-create with the universe. I told universe, you have to make it happen. And I stepped up and I did my part. Universe did their part as well. So I'm always co-creating and I'm always up leveling, always going higher. And everybody can do that with whatever it is. If it's your passion with yoga or photography or combining the two, I mean, you have so many gifts, Sarah. You can have retreats, with beautiful photography. So many women need photography of themselves, and yoga and meditation and God knows what. You can create so much stuff. Yes. Awesome. Any more last minute questions? It's just the inner critic that I get stuck on sometimes. My connection feels amazing with my guides, but I struggle to shut the ego up sometimes. Yeah, sometimes we wonder if it's our ego or if it's the guides telling us something. But at the end, we just have to try, We have to keep going. Yes. All right. Well, I hope to see you then on my Facebook or somewhere. Stay in touch so you can tell me how your business is going. And if you have any other questions, you can also just email me or send me a private message on Facebook if you prefer that. So, well, this is me. I'm happy I met you all. I'm happy I did this webinar. I took my inspired action for today. There you go. So thank you so much. You were lovely. And also, if you could send some prayers to Brazil and the Amazon, I just recently found out it's burning, and the whole like half of the Amazon is burning. And me being half Brazilian, I was quite upset today, to be honest. So if anybody could spare some time, send some prayers to beautiful Amazon in Brazil, I'd be very grateful. So, my dears, thank you so much. Mwah. Big kisses to everybody. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and go take some inspired action. Go kick ass in your business. Okay, bye bye.